Good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time zone in which you're watching this particular live stream. I want to talk about a very wonderful topic that I know can move somebody from point A to point B. This is a very wonderful topic that has helped people for many decades. So I want you to pay attention and I want you to listen to this because it will really help you, especially when you begin 2025. It will really help you. There's one thing that I've realized that courage does wonders. Just being courageous does wonders. Now, just the other day, we had a very serious strike that was happening in the country, Kenya. And this strike involved Gen Zs, on Generation Z. And so many people are killed. In the process, many people also got opportunities. I tell you, in places where there are a lot of problems, where people are fighting left, right, and center, some other people are just looking for opportunities. They're looking on ways of making money. That is evident. I tell you, there are certain Gen Zs that became popular because of that particular um, strike that was taking place in Kenya. And up to now, they have capitalized on that. And they're earning money through that. And they're improving their lives through that. But I tell you, there are also other Gen Zs that never gained anything. Well, I know from a broader perspectives, they struck broader changes in Kenya. I'm trying to look at it in this particular angle. Now, being courageous. I have said, and I want to repeat it here, that being courageous can make you to grab so many opportunities. Where people are seeing impossibilities, for you, you're seeing opportunity because you're courageous. I know many people are afraid of taking the first step. Why? Because they say, what will people say? They'll start thinking about so many things like, what will people say? Some people will start saying, and what if I don't do my best? And that's why it's very much important to start believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. You were given birth to when you had nothing in your brain. Your brain was just like a blank book. Nothing was written on it. But as days goes by, you keep on feeding yourself with so many information. You keep on feeding yourself with so many things. And by the way, you keep on feeding yourself information that comes from your society. People will start telling you, oh, don't do this, don't do this, you can't do this, don't do this, don't try this, you'll be caned, and that one makes you to start developing something called what? Fear. And from there, start questioning your belief system. You start questioning your ability to execute tasks. And that's where they should start from. And so that's why I'm here to remind you that fear that was imprinted in your brain when you were young, it is enough time. It is enough. You need to get it out and start wearing courage. Because it is this courage that will enable you to grab opportunities. But if you continue defining yourself with the way people defined you when you were young, mpaka lini? Up to when will that happen? There were people who told you that you can't do. There were people who told you that you will never do it. In fact, there are people who told you that if you do it, you will make mistakes. And we believed them when we were young. So it is time to stop that. It is time to get yourself out of that particular bond. That's like a bondage. That is a person that stopped you from seeing the broader picture. That is a person that stopped you from seeing opportunities because they told you cannot do it and you believed that. It is enough. It is time you start believing in yourself. And that's why I said those people that benefited from Gen Z strike and are still popular up to now, they seized certain opportunities. They became popular, they became a public figure, and they started seizing opportunities. Why? Because they were always at the forefront and they could be seen and people could identify them and people could see them as potential leaders because of courage. And by the way, if you have the courage, people will see you as the best candidate for leadership because you will always be at the forefront to address people. You'll always be at the forefront to scorn any bad behavior activity without fear, while those people at the back will never be talking. In fact, there are people who can always, they can be mistreated, they can be mishandled, but they will not say anything. Why? Because of fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. We were told to start believing in false evidence that we cannot do it. And we accepted it because we were just small boys. We were just small girls. But this time, we wipe that out of our mind. Start by challenging your fears. Start by taking small steps every day. It will be a very great step for your better future. But if you keep on believing on what you were told when you were young, that you cannot do it, I tell you, you will be growing, you'll be living a life that was not meant for you. You will be growing up knowing that you can't achieve anything. And it is one of the saddest things is living a life that was not meant for you. It is very sad. And that's why be courageous. Face it. Make mistakes. Learn. In fact, one way of dealing with fear is the fact that just believe that nobody was born perfect. And that is it. Nobody was born perfect. Every day we are learning. And by the way, nobody's complete with knowledge. I know we are surrounded with people who are fond of criticism. They will criticize everything. Even if you try to make your leap of faith, your step, they will always criticize that. And I want to tell you that even if you're getting criticized on the way, just know that nobody was born perfect. We are all trying. We are all trying. And through that, we're learning. Today, we don't know, but we tried. The good thing, we tried. Tomorrow, we shall be better. And a day after tomorrow, we shall be the best. So start with that zero experience. Start with that zero experience. Tomorrow, you'll be a pro because you never gave up. Tomorrow, you'll be a pro because you did not allow the negativity from other people to dictate your steps. And that is the spirit of a winner. You can do it. See you, and I hope we shall connect in our next live stream. Thank you.